Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we've got your daily reading here for Tuesday, September 17th of 2024. It is Eclipse Day here, folks. We've got a partial lunar eclipse. This is a supermoon, it's a full moon, and this is occurring in the sign of Pisces. So this is very mystical, very spiritual, very magical. Full moons, of course, can bring things to fruition. This can be a end of a very big, very long cycle for us collectively, but also for perhaps you personally. Eclipses bring fated events. The wheels are already in motion, right? So you don't necessarily need to take any action. Things will fall into place the way they meant to. Eclipses can bring about surprises, some things that we didn't expect. Of course, things can come to fruition for you as well. Eclipses essentially do bring change, and especially with the full moon, the Pisces energy is very dreamy, very spiritual, very creative, but sometimes can be associated with confusion ruled by Neptune, and Neptune can really cause like a fog, right? So for some of you, the fog may be lifting. You may be getting clarity about something that you've been confused about, or maybe you've been feeling lost, so you might get a little bit of a sense of direction right now. Full moons tend to be emotional. Pisces full moon, extra intense, all right? Pay attention to your dreams. I don't know about you, but I think I've mentioned it already. The last couple of weeks, I've been having some wild and wacky dreams. Another one last night, pretty cool, but also it's like, what in the world do these things mean? So now I'm sitting here trying to interpret my dreams, but the clarity will come when it's meant to. So you could be having some very intense dreams. You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities and a lot of signs right now there as well. Just be open to the message. And when you do see signs such as repeating numbers, one of the most common signs that we see, when you do see them, what I do is number one, say thank you because I've received the message. But then, I kind of just take 30 seconds to tap into my energy. What was I doing at that moment? What was I thinking? Where was my thoughts? Where was my energy? And those things are clues as to what that particular sign means for you in that moment, because it can mean something a little bit different depending on the circumstances. So those are clues to unraveling that particular mystery. So very interesting energy that we've got going on. Of course, we've been feeling this eclipse for the last few weeks. We will still feel the after effects of this eclipse for the next few weeks as well, at least. We've got the autumn equinox on the 22nd of September, and this is the day when, the nighttime hours equals the daytime hours, right? We're right there in the middle. It ushers in, it's the end of, it ushers in Libra season, sorry, right? So Libra is about relationships and partnerships, but balance and equality in those things. And this Pisces energy that we've got with this lunar eclipse can be very much based on relationships, but also what we do in our day-to-day. The moon is in Pisces, the sun is in Virgo, and the sun in Virgo is about our daily habits, patterns, routines, the things that make us healthy and happy, wealthy and wise too, hopefully, right? So it is about our health, happiness, and well-being, and taking action on that and letting go, full moon, of anything that is hindering our progress or keeping us stuck. So got a lot going on with this. And of course, we've got another eclipse coming up October 2nd, and that's a new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So it's a little unusual to have an equinox right in the middle of two eclipses. So the next couple weeks is very important energy, very intense energy, as is the rest of 2024. So just step into the flow, Pisces, right? And be ready for action. So we have blossoming coming in here. We've got flower moon energy. Love, love, love this. So number one, where do you want to blossom in your life? What do you want to grow? This is card number 33. Okay, so master teacher number 33. And this represents creativity. It represents manifestation. And with the master teacher number, it can represent putting into practice the lessons that you've learned. This can be about gaining wisdom and insight. And, some of you are fulfilling a soul contract by learning and doing things a little bit differently than in the past. And some of you are maybe here to step into your soul purpose of teaching and guiding other people on their journey, whatever part of life that may happen to be. So, but threes are about creation, your ability to create things, and the double resonance of three throws in that extra power of that. And of course, threes, creativity is the basis of manifestation. So something can be blossoming in your world right now, okay, or you are ready to blossom and shine in ways that you never quite expected. So anyways, so if you haven't already checked out the lunar eclipse readings, check out the links down below and you will get some more information. But yeah, there's some people that are having some very, very wonderful things blossom right now because the blocks are lifted, the blocks are removed, and we like that. We have the Ace of Swords. There's the clarity. Okay, so if you've been confused, right, then that's where the clarity comes in. That's where the answers come in. Got the King of Wands here as well. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Would you look at that? Beautiful energies. The Ace of Swords, new beginnings, a fresh start, seeing things clearly, getting the answers that you need. Perhaps some of you are gearing up to have an all-important conversation. I will say at full moons in general, but eclipses especially, if there has been anything brewing underneath the surface that hasn't been addressed, especially in your relationships, your friendships, your business partnerships, and your romantic relationships, this is when it's going to come out. And it's likely going to come out very possibly explosively, or maybe you get a little pleasant surprise. We do have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. So I know a lot of people, a number of people who they've been having some major relationship struggles, and now is where they're either resolving them or they're making a very important decision to walk away and start something fresh. So whether you have a relationship that's blossoming, maybe you have a surprise coming in there, a pleasant surprise from a partner or a friend, then this can be really exciting for you. But some of you, you're like, I need to change my direction, Wheel of Fortune. I need to stand in my own power, King of Wands, and I need to forge a new path in my life on my own, Ace of Swords. So there's that clarity to break away, to cut loose anything that's inhibiting your progress or making you unhappy. Remember the Sun in Virgo, health, happiness, well-being on all levels. So what does that look like to you? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to change? And this is speaking to that energy, right? So the Ace of Swords there, you're getting clarity, a sense of purpose. It is a big yes card. It's where we get these big ideas. We get epiphany moments, right? And the King of Wands, we're ready for some action, all right? No point having a big idea or knowing what you want or what you need to do if you're not willing to act upon it. So the King of Wands is showing that you are confident, you're inspired, you are strong, you are capable, right? And you can do whatever you need to do to get yourself reset in your world, make some changes if you need to make any, or put a plan in place, or just be confident to have an important conversation if you need to, right? Sometimes we build things up in the back of our mind and we think, okay, I have to have this conversation with this person about whatever it is, but then sometimes our mind keeps us a little bit landlocked and we start to think of the negative, right? We start to think, oh my goodness, this is going to be received horribly. This is not going to go well. And we start thinking about the bad, and then we don't have a conversation or we don't deal with an issue. But then once we finally gather up the courage to do something about it, right, or to bring up a subject, often it's not as bad as what we've built it up in our minds to be, because you know what? at least now you know where you stand, you know what the issue is, you know if there's an opportunity to resolve it rather than being lost in a fog and lost in a question mark. So this King of Wands is infusing you with this confidence, with this inspiration, with this go-getter kind of vibe. It can be also that there's a new person in your life here as well. Ace of Swords, new King of Wands person. And person can be very much a motivating factor in your life. This can be a new boss. This can be a new friend, a new romantic interest, perhaps, all right? Or maybe you're taking something up to the next level, since we do have the Wheel of Fortune, bringing you expansion, growth, good luck, good fortune, good karma, change, and perhaps a surprise. So this can be very exciting for you. Some doors of opportunity could be opening for you. But the Wheel of Fortune being here, yes, it does bring a little bit of good luck, but the Wheel of Fortune always reminds us of the ebb and the flow of life. And that sometimes, you know, this card is in reverse. Sometimes we feel like we're on a downward cycle. And then other times we're full steam ahead, we're moving forward, and this is in the upright. So this does remind you of the ebb and the flow of life. So right now we're in a cycle of increased and heightened spirituality, increased and heightened growth, increased and heightened creativity. And you could also just have a little bit of expansion and growth and abundance on your side there as well. Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter expands everything that it touches. And Jupiter can very much be our ally. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't have my notes in front of me. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jupiter is in Gemini right now. So very communicative, very fast moving, and can certainly help us to resolve some issues and move onwards and upwards. So we got some great energies that are coming in here for you guys today. So let's grab a couple last cards here for you guys. And let's see. These are moon magic cards. So these are deep moon messages, and we'll get a couple of them out there. Thank you. And our first one, looks like we've got a little book of wisdom. I gather more wisdom each day. And yes, you do. Jupiter, planet of philosophy, big ideas, big picture, and wisdom. Here's your next message. I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. Expect the unexpected, especially when the Wheel of Fortune comes out. And your final message for today, oops, a little glare on there. I will persist. My will is strong. And there's that King of Wands energy. I'm going to succeed. I might face some challenges, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you today. I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have a magnificent eclipse. Try and spend some time in quiet. Try and find some time to meditate or connect with nature to ground your energy, right? Very intense, very emotional at this time. And be open to opportunities, be open to doors, be open to change, Wheel of Fortune, and step into the flow. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.